Welcome, everybody, to Too Legit to Crit, a tabletop role-playing podcast made for people who can resist the urge to remind the GM they have dark vision every time they enter a darkened room.
Okay, to be fair, one of my first D&D games, we were playing something and then he's like, you're in a dark room. And a guy goes like, oh, I have dark vision. He goes, it's still fucking dark.
Have you not seen that meme where it's like, okay, you enter a room and you can't see anything, and everybody's like, oh, we have dark vision. It's like, you can't see anything because of the blinding fucking light.
Exactly.
Has anybody got blinding light vision?
We should make that Oh, you just gave me an idea.
All right, I'm listening.
Oh, you just gave me a really good idea. All right.
All right, I'm listening.
I have been in the back of my mind world building, not game and system building, but world building. I'm actually working with Connell on something, but he doesn't really know he's working with me on it. But you saying that, there should be an alternative for a like cough solar punk world where instead of dark vision, you have something like light vision. Think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're attuned to looking, like think of it like Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean. He had those like sunglass contacts, basically. That, but biogenetic, whatever.
That could work. I mean, you're the one who's running a sci-fi campaign. I mean, it's perfectly valid.
I'm not running it. I'm just playing in it. Well,
I thought you were running Level Up.
I'm running Level Up, but it's not sci-fi. It's fantasy.
Ah, right. The sci-fi one, someone else is running.
The sci-fi one is Connell's Level Up, and then we have another fantasy, which is... I
follow you now.
We're actually a full Level Up group now. Our entire table is running Level Up, and I didn't plan to start that, but okay, I'll take credit.
If it works, leave it, you know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
Yes.
Yeah. After 2 long weeks, we've missed you guys.
We have.
You know,
I'm trying to pull up chat right now.
Right now, there's one message in chat, and it's from Couch, and the message is bioengineered.
Thank you to my English friend for correcting my English. English is hard. But yes, no, we missed you guys. Like John said. As a matter of fact, like this is our new time and date. For now, we're only human. It's super late for John. He's old. Well, he's human. I'm an intergalactic fairy, like plant person, but he's an old human. So we're going to try it out. We'll see how it goes.
I'm an old human that's just coming off a 13-hour shift.
Holy shit. That's not always, is it?
I just pick up as many shifts as I can.
Oh my God. I just got off of training. Literally just like swooped my chair, and John's like, are you ready? I'm like, let's go.
I mean, it's getting to that time of year where birthdays are coming round and Christmas and all this.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm going to start getting some money behind me. So yeah, I think for the foreseeable, I'm going to try do every Monday. You know. Yeah. To be fair, the last 4 hours isn't, you know, because I'm not doing my job. I'm doing another job in my department, which is quite straightforward.
See, I just started training in my new job. I love it. Yeah. I'm currently working as an employed woman. I'm here for it. I already knew that's where I'm going to stay in career. I'm a working girl. I'm a working lady.
9 to 5.
Yes, actually 8 to 4:30. But yes. But no, it's wonderful. It's exhausting because it's training. Everyone loves training a new job. But I already am like, I'm on the phones because I love people. And I'm like, I want to talk to people all day. Already I'm going, maybe I don't. Not because I don't want to be on phones, but there's like a lot of things as a new person. I'm going, I want to be somebody in the company that helps new people, because there's just been a bunch of things that I'm like, man, I wish somebody had. And I'm like, I should be that somebody.
You'll get it. Don't worry. It's your first week. You'll get that.
Yeah.
So, back to the topic at hand.
Yes.
Tabletop role-playing games. You know, we've had 2 weeks off. Have you done any gaming whatsoever in that time?
Barely. My first weekend in New York, because I moved. Ta-da. By the way, new house, moved. Unicorn. Which is, by the way, if you can see the ground, I don't know if you can or not. It's a hot mess.
I love the fucking unicorn.
She's
ever change that.
She is staying. The problem is there's a pink wall behind her. I can't paint that wall because she's on it.
Okay, but the pink wall, that's annoying because you kind of cuts through.
Yeah.
But you could kind of outline the unicorn and paint around. Maybe if you could do like an electric blue, it kind of be like the show colors.
Oh shit!
Bit more pinkish, but it does work.
It does. I actually, we'll have to work with that. But no, my
full of good ideas, man.
My first week into New York, it was like my, I think, third day being there because I moved here Friday. Saturday was a hot mess, and then Sunday night was my table game. I logged on and I played a game from my living room, just like sitting on the floor, and we played Level Up, and it was our friend Scott. He was DMing, the third GM in our cycle, and it was probably one of his best games, to be honest.
Good.
Like, yeah.
Good for you, Scott.
Yeah, go Scott.
We're rooting for you, Scott.
We are rooting for Scott. But yeah, it's been then we missed a game because Scott was on vacation, so Connell had to work, which means, there was nobody there to GM. I could have GM'd, but we're missing 2 players at that point, so it's kind of like, all right, like we'll wait, we'll postpone it. But yeah,
good.
What about you?
Yeah, to be honest, I've done a decent amount of gaming. Obviously, the first week, straight after on the Wednesday, went into Delta Green. Mm-hmm. That is heating up something fucking fierce. They're playing an operation which is a slow build.
Yeah,
it starts out. The agents travel to Yuma, Arizona, where there's been a gruesome murder of an entire family. And they have to start investigating that. And as they're investigating, they're getting more and more insight into what this could be. And without giving away any spoilers, I think anybody who plays Delta Green, anybody who handles Delta Green will know exactly the operation I'm talking about and will know exactly what's to come. But yeah, the agents now are getting to the point where they're now seeing the weird.
Now, wait, so they're now seeing the weird. You already said Couch has like PTSD from you breaking his brain. Now they're seeing the weird?
Yeah, that's previous operations. In this one, it's all been pretty mundane, but
Gotcha.
Now they're kind of uncovering the layers, and it's getting more and more unnatural, and it's starting to play on them.
Couch just... Yeah, no, I actually know what you're talking about. We had a chit chat with Couch, the wall. Yep.
Yeah,
that's right. I'm so excited for
we've
that.
got a couple of sessions left of that, which will probably finish up in September because we're going to get some Blades in the Dark done over the next couple of weeks. Also, Abomination Vaults that has carried on. Nearly another character death.
Oh, jeez.
It's a grinder. What can I say? It is a grinder of an AP.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm forgiving. I'm as benevolent as a GM as can be, but at the same time, the dice are against you. It's a you problem.
It's a you problem. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. I feel like, okay, so do you change like your difficulty setting according to your players in your table? I mean, that sounds like a dumb question, but like,
no. My difficulty, I'm taking Pathfinder as the example.
Okay, yeah.
I will give my players every chance there is to survive.
Okay.
They'll get to a point, and I will give them every chance they can to survive. However, it comes a point where I cannot give them any more chances. What I'm not going to do is give them a free pass.
That's fair.
I'll tilt the table in their favor, but if the odds are against them, they're against them. And the game moves on.
I had wondered if Stefan was pulling punches slightly. Our first game of Covenant Crucible, I'm playing a character named Cersei, and she's very... I don't want to say friendly because people associate that with flirty, because that is the furthest thing from her. She's very big-hearted. We'll say that.
Okay, yeah.
So she'll say stuff without thinking about it, and not in a suggestive way. We're not talking sexual at all, okay? But like she's talking to an FBI agent, and he's like, that guy looks like he knows what's up. To like one of her teammates is what we'll call them. And she's like, I mean, yeah, probably, but not even thinking, right? Because she's just so overly friendly. And we were so close to like, let me rephrase that. I was so close to fucking my own group over that I wonder if Steph was like, what the fuck is she doing? Oh no, he didn't notice that. He didn't notice that. But yes, Couch, she's very trusting. Like everybody is her friend unless proven otherwise. But she's also like this 6'1", like absolutely strong woman, muscle mommy. Like, yeah. So like, she's not worried about someone taking advantage of her. So, but I don't think I've ever fudged rolls for my character. I did once, but I feel like fudging rolls are different from like scaling the entire game back. You know what I mean? There's only one roll where it would have been an instant death for like half the party, and it wasn't their fault. It was like a me miscalculating like the monster versus them thing, and I'm like, whoops, okay, that didn't happen.
I mean, the perfect example is the finale to my homebrew campaign.
Oh yeah.
In terms of numbers, in terms of like the maths of it, it was an extreme encounter, a severe encounter in Pathfinder parlance for the party. So that means it is an encounter that they will struggle with, but will theoretically overcome.
Okay.
However, it was a prime example of the creature level not matching the ability, because the abilities that the creature had could have very easily TPK'd.
Yeah.
That entire party. Just the fact that it had 100 attacks of opportunity around.
Yeah.
And an insane reach, and it could do all these things which would compromise the party and just negate their tactics. So while that's going on, I can see that I'm spanking them essentially. So in the background, I start getting a character that like a previous party member that left. I start getting him ready to come in as backup, because it's like, if this goes south, they're going to need this. But fortunately enough, they never did. But holy fuck, it was close.
Well, I want to say you feel bad for my players because they're good. They're really good. Level up makes it very easy to be very good. So I feel like I need to throw harder challenges at them. But here's the thing. My table loves combat. Like, they're combat giddy. Okay. But combat's almost too easy that I have to either make it harder, which then they're going to lose interest. Or what I've started doing is throwing more like, it is combat. Like, okay, my last session, they ended up I gotta be careful because I think some of my players are watching. They ended up in what we will call a sub-ocean level. So like it's lower than ocean level, right? Dry cave. So like they just crawled down basically this giant hole, found out it's like super wet. Yeah. There could have been an opportunity for a gnarly combat, but they actually managed to avoid combat and actually get kind of more out of the situation. And I was so proud of them because I was like, oh, look at you guys go figuring shit out. I thought we were going to have this like gnarly, like all the way out, knock them dead fight. And no, they were like, we're going to talk this out and we're going to figure the fuck out what's on the walls. Cause I had like hieroglyphics and stuff on the wall. And, it was pretty cool. I was proud of them. But now I'm like, well, fuck. They can't talk their way out of everything.
sounds to kind of lean on this. One of the things I've seen on threads quite often are GMs that are vehemently against character death.
Yeah.
Like, no, character death does not happen at my table.
Yeah. I've seen it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If that works for your table, great. I could not do that on my table.
Oh no, me neither. I understand tables that do that. I understand if you're going for a completely different vibe, a completely different game, a different run, totally fine. If my players are stupid and fall off a cliff because they avoid all the warnings the NPCs have given them, that's on them. I'm sorry. Okay.
For me,
and that's not as a consequence either. It's not like, oh, you were stupid. It's a consequence of your actions. It was like, what did you think was going to happen? Like,
no, but I mean, for me, it's all about the story.
Yeah,
we're trying to tell a story together, and sometimes those stories don't end well.
No.
You know, sometimes you need struggles, you need risk, you need stakes. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there are systems which character death is not possible.
Sure.
Tales from the Loop is a prime example.
Yep.
I'm all for that. Yeah, great. That's the system. But if you were to get a system like D&D or Level Up or Pathfinder or whatever, and just kind of go, no, this whole subset of the mechanics we're just going to do away with.
Well, and it's weird. I'm going to use D&D because it's the most commonly known one, because I don't even know the names of the gods. Okay, I was making a Baldur's Gate 3 character. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know there was this many deities. But like, if you just negate death, period, end of story, you kind of negate an entire storyline built into this system, which is fine. Again, like, if you are saying, hey, our table doesn't do this, totally cool. My issue with it, though, is that, like, so all of that backlore just doesn't exist suddenly? Again, you can do that, but for me, it's so hard to grasp it's so great.
Come on. It's only been a week.
It's hard to grasp my brain around it.
About a week off. Come on.
I have to English now. God damn it. But
let's get those cobwebs away. Come on. You got this, Atlas.
But yes, it helps tell story. But on top of it, I have a bigger issue with it cheapening things. Like, for example, we had a Mutants and Masterminds game where my character died horribly, and it profoundly affected all the characters and players, right? Through the GM and their decisions, I was bummed. I was like, oh, well, shit, like, she's gone. Like, you don't come back from that. And my teammates were like, no, she's not. And they, like, I kid you not, there was like traveling to the underworld. There were deals made with gods. There was high tech stuff going on, portals with kaiju. It was really fucking cool. Super bizarre, but cool. But they brought her back, and that actually became part of her superpower. She was a super genius. And when she came back, she kind of became this, like, I see people situation where she used high technology to use, like, ectoplasm and stuff, like Ghostbusters. Think Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
But then, like, a player right after that, like, he wanted to change an aspect of his character instead of just changing the aspect. He's like, oh, it's okay, I'll just kill him and bring him back. And we're like... So when the theme of, oh, well, she died and it didn't matter, he died, it didn't matter, then it was kind of like, oh, it doesn't really matter when people are in danger. Like, it takes away the stake of the situation you're facing, where it's like, oh, this horribly big thing we're facing, that's fine, we won't die.
I mean, I found that with Pathfinder First Edition. After a certain level, when you've got access to, like, certain spells, death becomes a status effect.
Okay.
Your character dies. Oh, let's go get some diamonds. Let's resurrect the fucker, and that's it. In second edition, they've made it better, because it's like, if the GM says no, ain't happening. And you know, I mean, I think I've only said no once. Where it was the player trying to use the mechanics, and I went, no, your character's dead. The story continues.
Yeah. Now, on the flip side, I pissed off my GM one time. He gave me a very long story. It was a possessed gauntlet, and my character was a cleric of death. She had a possessed gauntlet. It had these, like, 5 or 6 rubies in them, right? Because like, for aesthetic, it was very edgelord. It was like black gauntlet and rubies. And he kept dishing out all this gold left, right, and sideways. And I was like, I'm going to buy a sword. I'm going to buy a dress, blah, blah, blah. And I never spent a coin unless I had to. Towards, like, the end of the campaign, when it got to be, like, the big fight, I pissed him off so bad, because all I did is I exchanged all the rubies out for a diamond, which anybody who knows 5e D&D, you bring people back to life. That's all you need, really.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, that'll ruin the aesthetic, because he was trying to find a way to tell me no. And I'm like, she doesn't care. She's like,
practicality.
Yeah, like, practicality. I'm going to war with my best friends. I'm loading my gauntlet up with diamonds so I can bring them back to life.
So yeah, Couch's character in the Pathfinder, he kept my dead deceased character's weapon and finger in it with the intent of resurrecting him.
Oh.
But I mean, ultimately, I decided to not do that. I mean, character died. It was it. It was the end. It was time to move on and time to create something new. And Couch mentioned it before, that in Fabula Ultima, it's rare. Character death is rare, and the mechanics are that you get to choose as a player. You can either just be out of the combat, or you can do a last stand and kill your character.
Yeah,
Couch has dissuaded me 4 times now from doing a last stand with my character. Every time it goes down, it's like, ooh, it's like Couch's, nah, it's not worth it. It's like, God damn it. So I'm just waiting for that big fucking moment that I want.
Yeah, that's how probably I'm gonna be with Trey, because I play Trey in Fabula. Like, she's gonna never die, never die, never die, never die, and then if and when she does, it'll be like, oh fuck, she died. But that's what we're talking about, the oof, you know. Connell, I almost smacked you. Sorry, Connell in the chat just went off on a sarcastic rant. I was about to be like, what the f? About to bitch slap him. No, but I was gonna say something and it's gone. My attention span is whoop.
But other than like level up, have you been doing any? Been kind of keeping up with the sort of tabletop role playing space? Because I've got more shit to talk about, but I'm gonna let you crack on.
I mean, yeah, I'm always keeping like. Obviously, moving weekend, not so much. But no, I've been watching things that are coming out. You know, people are starting to, I hear like the murmurs and the waves of things getting popular again. Shannon's like, oh yeah, I've been playing Mutants Masterminds lately and I love it. I'm like, yes, because I'm a huge...
We like some Mutants and Masterminds.
I'm just a Green Ronin fan, to be honest. Anything that they publish, I'm here for. Like, I know that's pretty basic. Salvage Union's been kind of circling up a bunch. I'm like,
yeah, Salvage Union is interesting. I'm definitely interested in that.
Such a pretty book.
Speaking of systems... I got a birthday present.
Oh, what'd you get?
So the partner that I have, who has no interest in what I do, does
to be
not
honest, makes the best gifts usually.
Does not understand what I do. She went ahead and bought me Coyote and Crow.
Oh,
it's a thing of fucking
happy
beauty.
Birthday!
Yep.
Yeah,
that's been the one I've been after for some time, and It is gorgeous.
It looks gorgeous. Yeah,
It's got some fucking heft to it as well. Ooh. It's a big ass book, but the formatting's really big.
Oh,
so it doesn't feel like when you open.
So it's really good for you older people. Like,
so yeah, for us older people, when we sit in our rocking chairs and shout at cars.
Or tell kids to get off your lawn.
Tell kids to get off my lawn.
Oh, don't you guys call it gardens or?
Gardens, lawn works as well.
Whatever.
Lawn.
The green things outside the window.
And we start talking about the good old days.
No.
When kids were respectful and politicians weren't corrupt and all that crap.
Right.
So
was that ever a time?
Yeah, it's the good old days.
Ignore me for a hot second. I'm flipping my work laptop down because I don't want them to see like, oh, you're logged on, your computer's up. Anyways. But so, no, I've seen everybody come back from Gen Con too, and so I'm seeing all that, and it's like I've never seen a reason to go. I don't have this deep urge to go, but I still want to go, just so I can say I've gone.
I mean, Gen Con obviously, ruffled some feathers, so I would be a bit remiss to go. I'd rather go to PAX U or something like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just forgetting the actual name of the conventions, I would like to go to a big convention.
I don't understand. Okay, I need to word this carefully. No, I'm not going to word it carefully. I don't understand the point of them. I understand what the point of them is supposed to be, right? Like, when I think of conventions, I think of like the D20 or the D100, whatever it is that Disney does, where they like release all their big information. It's like a big show. So like, I would assume they're like that. But then when I see everyone's Instagram feeds, it's usually like a bunch of people at bars and like panels that I didn't even know that they were like qualified enough to be on a panel. And I'm so confused now what like gaming conventions are. So
I think it's like any convention. It is a grouping of people with a shared interest.
I mean, yeah, that's now, basic Google.
Yeah, but in a place, in a physical place where people hang out and people talk to each other.
Oh, who's the guy that captures the Smurfs? You just reminded me of him, where he's like always trying
Gargamel.
to yes, Gargamel. They're in a place. They're all together in one place.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm drawing you as Gargamel now.
I'll take it. I mean, I'm a bit Gargamelish. I'll fuck up some Smurfs.
Whoa! Hey, as a national adoptee of Smurfland, fuck off.
A national... Okay, I feel like we need to unpack that slightly. National adoptee of Smurfland.
I mean, yes. Colin says Smurfette. I'm not Smurfette. I'm not blonde.
So,
don't smash Smurfette. That man needs some help. He's been in a certain mood lately.
I think when Connell says smash Smurfette, he means it in a very different context.
Yeah. No, I know how he means it. No. Anyways. But no, a national adoptee of Smurfland. Like, I'm not a Smurf. I'm too tall, nor am I blue enough. But like, I know Smurfs. Okay? I've been with their people, and they've accepted me as one of theirs. So I'm not honorary Smurf because I'm not Smurf enough, but
after this episode, I'm gonna send you a clip that you're gonna fucking love.
Oh God.
No, don't worry about it. I can't. Yeah, I'll send you. I can't be finding it now. Oh. Okay. All right. So yes, a Coyote and Crow.
Good. That's great.
So far, I'm about 15 to 20 pages in. Absolutely loving it. It's the entire lore of the game is up front, and then it kind of goes into the system. Still don't know how to play it. Still learning about the world.
No, that's actually fair. That's how I'm with Household right now, and I have to be very, very, very careful because Household is beautiful. I want to play it so bad. I know the minute that I start reading too far into it, I'm worried that my current game will be like that's my older kid, you know?
Yeah, I think with Coyote and Crow, I kind of feel bad for the One Ring because I bought that and I haven't read it, but Coyote and Crow immediately like, I want to read this. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, Outgunned won an Emmy actually this year.
Nice.
Two of them, and I'm like, fuck yeah, way to go, guys! Which for anyone who's watching or listening that doesn't know, Outgunned is done by the same people who did Household, which is the fairy miniature people that I really want to do.
Two Little Mice, something like that.
I think it's two
mice or two little mice.
Two mice, yeah.
And to answer Connell's question, I'm not entirely sure. I do believe it is its own system.
Interesting.
Coyote and Crow.
Interesting. Oh, D6 Second Edition, Fantasy Age. Sorry, I'm rereading through the chat. Those are
Yeah, there's some good shit. And speaking of good shit, I played Kids on Bikes.
Oh, how was it? That looks like so much fun. So much fun. I want to play it so bad. Yeah.
That was fun. It was Winter, GM Extraordinaire. It was Emma from Tabletop Tailspinners Network, and our friend Peachy, who was in the Daggerheart one-shot with us, and myself, and we were just playing three kids in a haunted house, and it was so fun. It was a really cool system.
I want to play it so bad. I am all over that kind of vibe. You know, there's a comic that was like a bunch of, I think it was Newsgirls or something. It was girls on bikes with like baseball bats, and they were like fighting aliens. I don't know. It was weird as hell, but it turned into a show at some point. I think the show bombed, but the comic was really good. Really, really good.
Connell has mentioned Songs and Sagas. That's another one that we want to definitely give a go to.
Oh yeah. He was talking about Andrea being excited about, for the D6 Second Edition.
Oh yeah, Andrea.
Forget English. That is the worst language ever. Like,
I mean, it's like you've had a week off.
Yeah.
Like you've had a week off. You know, and you haven't done anything for an entire week.
No, I've just been laying around doing nothing.
You haven't peopled for an entire week. But another thing, that while we're on random topics, so episode 5 of Inmates has now aired.
And now, which episode was that? Please clarify. Give a summary for our viewers.
That was the episode.
Oh, that's the fuck you episode.
So I think that is. I think we're out of spoiler territory now.
Okay.
Where we can actually take off our gloves.
Okay.
And let's have it out.
Let's have it out.
Right now.
Let's have it out. Let's
ding,
fuck
ding,
you.
Motherfucker.
That's my entrance. Fuck you. Sorry for anybody watching this with little ears in the table.
All right. So if you haven't caught up on Inmates, catch up on it.
Go watch it now.
Go watch it. Because there are
or
some
leave
fun
it
things.
on playing while you're doing dishes or vacuuming or folding your laundry. Because honestly, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, we're not super fancy, okay? But just listen to us. It's so much fun. And John's an asshole. So, I mean, that's really all you need to know. Right? that is the summary of the show. Connell, the amazing storyteller. We have, Beastie, Crash, friend to all. Like anybody who comes away from that show saying they don't like Crash, I will not speak to you. I'm kind to everybody, but I will not speak to you. And then you've got, Halo, the traumatized anti-hero, I guess. Well, they're all anti-heroes technically. They're built. I'm having a bad hair day. Hang on a second.
The whiny goody two shoes.
Yeah. And then Liberator, the asshole. The two-faced, suspicious, murderous asshole.
Hey, that was one person.
You still one person. Okay. I only put one shit in the brownies. Like, don't.
Hey, look. I made a decision.
We do have a new addition. We have a new addition to the heroing group, but until it debuts, I'm not going to say shit.
Yeah,
but we did have another member.
So basically, without giving away anything, so people can actually watch it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So and correct me if I'm wrong, but your sort of opinion is that Liberator is evil.
My opinion or Halo's opinion, because those are two very different things.
Let's listen. Let's hear them both.
Okay. Well, without spoiling.
Without spoiling, without details.
I think Liberator's fake as fuck. Okay. I think that Liberator is, without giving spoilers, I'm on to something. I'll leave it at that. Okay.
All right.
I think that there is definitely more to him. And I think you're an asshole. So, that being said, Halo. Okay, just a little bit of backstory, right? Because actually, I didn't write one for her. Mm-hmm. Halo is in Tartarus because of what she is, not because of anything she's done. I mean, she did some minor crimes, but it's flat out oh, you have these powers that are super scary and dangerous. We're locking a kill switch on you, right? She has learned growing up and in her life and experiences, there's the people that you can fuck with, and then there's the snakes that you don't. And she has encountered enough snake in you or in Liberator to be like, I don't trust him. He's dangerous. No. And now it's not, I can't say much because the episode hasn't released, but there is a little bit of a standoff of all right, I'll tell on you if you tell on me. There's a little bit of a tension pool there of all right, let's do this. It's a dance. It's a dance.
Yeah, it's fun. It's interesting. I'm enjoying it. I must say, Liberator is one of my most enjoyable concepts.
Fuck you, Couch. Sorry, I just saw his comment. True hero, no kill switch.
God damn it. Boy's got a point.
No.
Boy's got a point. He's got a point, though. You know what he's got? He's got a point.
Connell says, I definitely think the dynamic between them has been thrown into disarray with certain introductions. That's true. Watch the episodes, because while Liberator and Halo were fuck you, no fuck you, while Liberator's fuck you is guided under oh no, that's fine. There's definitely that no. There has been something that just happened in the latest episodes. The term was literally said, if anything was going to bring those two together, it has been introduced to the episodes. It was definitely one of those did they just agree on something? So, watch Inmates. It's so much fun. And we're going to start doing polls. And surprise, there might be a few giveaways. So
yeah, that is true.
You have to know what's going on.
It is going to start releasing again this Saturday. We're going back. We're going to a bi-weekly release.
Beautiful.
So that's every 2 weeks. We're going to release an episode of Inmates until we get to what we'll call a season end.
Yep.
And then we can bring in something else to replace it for
it's gonna be good.
Some time being. We are actually doing a Fabula Ultima show.
Yes, we are, but Crash is in the chat. Hey, Beastie.
Hey.
But no, Fabula's coming up. And we have some, I would say some surprises up our sleeve for that.
We do indeed.
Yeah.
We don't have a title for Fabula yet. I need to get on to couch and we need to have a little chat.
Call it Trey.
But when your character dies, then it's going to be...
She's not going to die. She's the youngin'. She can't die, literally. Like...
So inmates for the next few weeks, and then we're going into Fabula, and those two shows are going to be alternating, 10 to 12 episodes each, just to kind of get a season out of the way. And I'm kind of really looking forward to it. The latest things we did with inmates was fucking insane. Such a cool session. And very balls to the wall.
Yeah. To be honest, like I've played a lot of games. Like that's my home game, right? It's my comfort. It's my comfort food. It's my pizza, right? By the way, I have the best pizzeria, like literally within walking distance of my house. I have eaten so much pizza.
New York pizza. I've heard good things.
Oh my god. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, me and Smash Minds. Yeah. So I've played a lot throughout the years. A lot. Okay. I've never had a session that was so just like from beginning to end, like, balls to the wall. We'll stick with that. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. And an incredible amount of fun. So stay tuned. Yeah. Starting this Saturday, we're going to start airing those episodes. And what else have we got coming up?
We have a lot coming up, okay? I already kind of teased it a little bit, but we have some giveaways coming up. We have some polls coming up. We have a lot of things that John doesn't know about coming up. There's a joke involved about OnlyFans. That actually might be coming up. Don't get too excited. It will be John. So.
I got some tight moves.
But no, it's hopefully moving forward, we have a lot of stuff for our viewers coming forward. I've been really excited because this break, just to get everybody like a heads up, this break was not only just you're getting old and I'm changing my life and moving across states, but gave you and I some time to kind of reflect on like what we can give to our viewers, like what they can get out of this. And so I'm excited. There might be some bedazzled pink Spider-Man suits in the future.
And, it has to be said, we did have a conversation and basically there's a lot that goes into creating the show. There's a lot that goes into pushing the show and publicizing it. Yep. So Atlas has very kindly offered to kind of take at least some of that off my hands. And, I'm depositing my trust in her. Maybe it's for the worst.
Probably.
Maybe it's going to come back and bite me in the arse.
More than likely. More than likely. Oh, John, Delta Green. Putting you on the hot seat.
Yes, Delta Green. I have a scenario selected.
Good.
And we just need to get all the pieces together.
All right. Well, if you need it to be recorded, obviously, great list. If
honestly,
not, we can do it over on my server, closed doors. Like, it'd be fine.
I'm happy to just run it and, introduce you guys to the system. And
fuck yeah. I want to play. I want to see what the hype is. I want to see if you can actually scare me.
To be fair, the crit list I kind of want to be playing, so I want people to come on.
That's fair.
Run me through games.
I know. That'd be weird. That's like, for me, that's when people like write, direct, and act and produce in a show. It's like, what? Stefan's in. But yeah, I want to see if you can actually scare me.
Oh, I think I can
actually scare me.
I think I can definitely give it a go. So yeah, we'll talk and we'll get something arranged, and I'm happy to do it closed doors.
And we'll also have a couple of opportunities for anyone watching or listening for people to just like sign up for games. I am going to have over on my server a bunch of closed door signups coming up soon where it's just real quick. It's a one shot. It's just a fun little game. So it's not anything big. It's not like a big production. It is literally like, hey, I want to play a game with these people. You get an opportunity. So
yeah. And I'll be happy to run pretty much anything. I will, I'll even dust off my old Pathfinder hat and I will run people through some.
Well, looky there. I won't play Pathfinder.
Finding of paths.
It's good for a lot of things. I have tried Pathfinder twice now under 2 different GMs. I just can't I love like the character creation, and I love like the concept, but when I'm actually playing it, it's, I don't know. It's just not my game, and that's okay. But like,
no, that's quite all right.
Yeah, but yeah.
So I will be running. I can run some of that. I can also some Delta Green, some Blades in the Dark. You know, we will organize things for viewers to be able to sign up and to be able to come and join us and play some games with us.
Yep. Matter of fact, actually, if you're watching this on Thursday, we're launching this Thursday.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yes, that's another thing. We will be releasing this episode as a YouTube video and as a podcast on Thursday. Gives me time to get the editing done.
Yep.
Without
give
rushing.
You plenty of time. Yeah. So in the chat, drop it below. And if you're watching this Thursday, let us know in the comments, what are some games that you want to play? Not necessarily like, oh, it's my favorite game, but like, what are some games that you're like, I've never had a chance to play this. I would love to see an opportunity of this arise that you'd want to play. Like for me, Household. Like I don't need a big thing. I just want to play a game of Household. Something like that. Some people have never played Mutants and Masterminds. Some people haven't even played D&D. Like just what is something that you're like, hey, this is a game. And it doesn't even have to be something you've never played before. If you like D&D, I'm just using D&D a lot. But if you like D&D because that's like you've never played it, let us know. Like I'm very, very curious what people are wanting to play out there. Old games, new games, what's the vibe? You know?
No, yeah, I think that's gonna be cool. And to be honest, I mean, I can help organize games.
Hell yeah!
There's something you want to play, and I know a GM.
Absolutely. So
yeah, you can hang out in our Discord, hang out in Atlas's Discord, keep in touch, and talk to us.
Which, speaking of which, I'm going to segue into this. If you do join our Traveler's Chalice, buy us a coffee. It's $3 a month. You get access to our Traveler's Chalice Discord. It's absolutely unhinged. It's completely unfiltered. Like you get pretty much 24-hour access to us, 24/7-hour access to us, and we'll do random like video calls throughout the day. Right now, because we talked about doing social media shout outs, we have Craig, who like from day one subscribed, and he's like, here's some coffee. And Connell was our other one. And I'm still saying, if we get one more, our 3-person coffee membership, we switch accents for an episode.
That's gonna go so horribly fucking wrong.
I know, it'd be great.
That's gonna go horribly wrong. It's just gonna be It's gonna be terrible. The thing is, if I start in an American accent, I cannot stick to one. I will start and it'll sound New York, and then it'll go to like South Carolina.
How does that even happen?
I have no fucking clue.
That would be like me saying I started an English accent and I go Scottish. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. But then, we have established that, I close my eyes when you try and talk in English accent. It's like Helen fucking Mirren in the room. Dame Judi Dench.
You are so full of shit.
All of a sudden, it's like, God.
It's more like nails on chalkboard. Close his eyes, go to his happy place. Not here.
Olivia Colman in the room all of a sudden.
Oh my God. Man, it's getting real deep in here. Are your eyes brown? You never heard that?
No, I've never heard that. No.
Oh my God. Okay, so there's a chair. I'm assuming it was worldwide. Maybe it's just American because we're assholes. But like, it's because, are your eyes brown? Because you're full of shit. Like.
My eyes are actually brown, so.
That's all right, though. To be fair, brown/hazel is like my favorite combo. I don't know. I don't like blue eyes. I have them, but
mine are brown. Mine are brown / fuck all. They're brown.
I think my thing is I associate brown eyes with like animals, like dogs and bears, and it makes me like them. I see someone with brown eyes, like, oh, I can trust them, even if I shouldn't. I'm like brown-eyed person. Yeah, I see a blue-eyed person. Mind you, I'm blue-eyed. My whole family has blue eyes. I'm like, oh, they're shady. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's so bad. It's a prejudice I need to get over.
Fair enough. So yeah, you could trust me and my brown eyes.
Yeah.
All right, let's just take a minute and just say a quick hello to our partners this evening.
Yes.
All right. So I want everybody to stop what you're doing right now and go check out Deals of Opportunity. It's the automatic, simple, and free way to save on the tabletop role-playing games that you want. You just add your Drive-Thru RPG and Dungeon Masters Guild wish list and get notified anytime a title on your list goes on sale. You just set it up and save. And also, 13th Moon Games. It's a family-run indie game company out of Wyoming, USA, that created the tabletop role-playing game Covenant Crucible. It's a game of modern-day witchcraft. If you can imagine the John Wick movies and the last Witch Hunter movie got together and had a really pretty baby, Covenant Crucible would be it. If you want to learn more, interested in joining the official Discord game, check them out on Instagram, or check Stefan out in the chat right fucking now.
Yes. Yup.
Also, you want to check out our merch store where you can find t-shirts, hoodies, desk mats, and other items, either with our logo, our supernatural-inspired waffle-on design, or our recently designed Moves Like Atlas kit, and the upcoming stuff as well, based on Inmates. Yep. So if you want to support us more directly, you can head over to our Ko-fi page and make a one-time donation or subscribe to our $3 a month tier, which will give you exclusive Discord access and a mention in our credits. And as always, the best way to support us is by hitting that subscribe button and telling your friends about us.
Yeah, even if it's hate, like literally share our link and be like, these people are assholes. Yeah, like we'll take it. I'll so take
that
it.
Tyson Fury sounding
oh my
prick.
God. Like if we got our first hater, that'd be so fun. Like
I mean, like I say, don't get me wrong. We've had a couple of comments in the things which are from disgusting people, so I've just ignored them.
Oh my God, really? Oh, I never noticed.
Yeah, check them out. I won't obviously tell you which videos and shorts here.
Yeah, no,
I'll point them out off air.
Okay.
But I ignore them because I know if I bite, that's going to paint me in a horrible picture.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah. I've had a few of those on TikTok where
I'm going to behave myself. That's the bitch about having a brand.
Yep.
Because when it was just me and my name, I could say, I could basically tear down bullies left, right, and center.
Oh, yeah.
But because there's a brand involved now, it's like, I got to at least be a bit diplomatic.
It's called being kind, okay? Like, I have a whole brand based on that, okay? So go buy yourself a sticker. Slap it on your forehead.
Look, I'm kind. I'm just selective.
Okay, I'll give that to you.
It's selective kindness. Someone doesn't deserve kindness, they ain't getting kindness.
Oh, speaking of merch, real quick, that's true, Stefan. Being kind is not necessarily being nice. That is very true. Very true. I'm really distracted by chat today. These guys are on fire. Moves Like Atlas. We will be doing a giveaway based on something regarding that merch. So if you want to get a shirt, if you want a cutoff tank top, Stefan, let me know so we can add it, first of all. But second of all, but order it now because it takes a little bit to get there for, shipping reasons. Because it's coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's basically how you can support us. Yeah. But here's the thing, Atlas. I want to design a system.
I know you do.
I do. And I think this is the perfect fucking platform to do it on.
I think you're batshit crazy, but I'm here for it. I think I've got ideas, and I think we can make it work, but I think we should do it properly. I think we should start from the top. We should start from the very, although I've kind of got ideas and I've got shit written down and whatnot, I think we should start from the beginning and kind of, take everything step by step, no matter how long it takes us. And I think we should build that. We should, between the two of us, between suggestions from the chat, from viewers and this, that, and the other, we should work on this. And this is a project, as it were. And every week, you and I can just work on it a tiny bit together. Okay. All right. You sold me with the watchers and the viewers engagement, because if our Traveler's Chalice can chime in and they can have opinions on it, and if our slightly unhinged chat can voice their opinions, I'm here for it.
I'm always up for feedback.
Absolutely. Well, to be honest, this channel, Too Legit to Crit, is a community. There's a small community of our watchers that are our supporters, and they have a big part of this, you know? So
they've got a huge part of this.
Literally, we were like, we're moving to Sunday, and I heard an outcry of no. I'm like, oh shit, John. Like, we can't do that. But yeah, we love our viewers. We love our viewers.
So yeah, you guys are the reason I'm going to bed late.
Yes, and you're not that old. You'll be okay.
I don't know. I need my me time.
That's true.
Although that does sound like masturbation. So
you said it, not me. I'm gonna
and perfect timing. Couch in chat. We are filling your cup.
Oh God, couch also. It's not even 11 p.m. yet. So come on, where's that young spirit, John? Like,
the young spirit died when I began to start work at 7 a.m.
Look, that's a you problem. Like that.
It's the perks of fucking management.
Oh God, don't remind me. I'm so happy to be like not management right now. It's
because your managers probably do fuck all. Sorry, Atlas's new job. That was a joke. Sorry, I don't want anyone getting fired over this.
No, actually, I will say this: my managers so far and my supervisors, and my trainers are fucking awesome. Like even my class, like my fellow coworkers, are great. Like I thought it was going to be like really tight knit and like, okay, we're serious about this. We're cracking jokes left, right, and sideways in the chat while we're listening to the lesson. Like it's good.
All right,
it's good.
Okay, so system.
Right. Starting from the top. Where's the top?
Where's the top? I think this top is to kind of.
Are we going topless?
Mark out. OnlyFans. I think the top is to start out and kind of make the bullet points or the steps needed. So like, what would you start with first in a system? Would you go with setting? Would you go with intent? Would you go with a base mechanic? Personally, and you may disagree with this, but personally, I'd start with intent. As in, what is the intention of the system? Do we want to do something like all round that can kind of cover multiple genres, a la sci-fi, a la BRP, or something like that? Or do we want to narrow it down? Do we kind of want to narrow down whether we kind of want to go for a genre and then kind of potentially expand from there? So I think that for me would be step number one.
What the fuck, Couch? Samurai Pizza Cats? That's the system. Samurai Pizza Cats.
We'll take that and
we'll put it in the notch.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna actually open up Trello now on the iPad.
There you go.
Do a new list called system.
Yes.
So what do you think? What would you think would be the first sort of
I think
step?
that's going to be the hard part, is because I think it depends on personality. So I'm creative, right? For me, the first place my brain goes is setting, but I prefer a system that's not setting bound. I prefer a system that can be multi-genre. So when I'm thinking of a building a system, I would probably start with, and you didn't even mention it, but I'd go with, maybe intent. I'd go with vibes. Like, am I wanting a super crunchy game? Am I wanting a narrative game? Is it a multi-genre game? Like, is this going to be a multi-dice game? Is it a single dice? So I think for me, it would be more of like a vibe check, you know? Like, is this going to be a heavy game, or is this going to be someone who's never played a game can pick it up and play it? Which, I mean, to be fair, that's a tricky, but,
I mean, because right now I've got written down setting, intent, mechanics, vibes.
Yeah. Connell just wrote a paragraph. To be fair, the intent in that instance is entirely tied to setting. If you're saying you want a toolkit, that doesn't need a setting. If you have a specific setting, you might want to get something tailored to it, but I'm generally a fan of toolkit systems that can be used for whatever I want to use it for. Congratulations, you have a speed reader as your co-host.
That's quite all right. But yeah, I do kind of agree, because I'm always more interested in the systems where, and I hate to mention it, but
yeah,
instead of taking something like D&D 5e and kind of going, oh, I want to make this game and that game, using the same old, using a system that wasn't originally designed for that.
Yep.
I would prefer to have a system where it's kind of like Cypher and go, okay, so this is a toolkit, as Connell calls it. Here are ideas to what you, in ways you can implement that in different settings. You want to make superheroes, you want to make horror, you want to make everything. We can do this with this system. And that is what I'm more interested in lately.
Yeah, me too. Me freaking too. So I think that right there answers that question. We were wanting a system that is genre-less, I think.
Yeah. So it is basically a agnostic system, as it were.
Yeah.
So we've got this. I mean, we will delve into these points as we kind of progress, because right now I just want to get the outline of the steps we need to do. So in mechanics, I mean, we'd obviously had to do a core mechanic, which would be the central point, and then kind of focus on from there.
Yeah. I think the mechanic should be rolling a dice.
The mechanic should be rolling a dice, and I know that somewhere Justin is punching a fucking screen.
Why?
Because he is so intent on building a card-based system.
Oh fuck no!
To the point where we were actually building one, and I've got my issues with. I've got my issues with card-based systems.
RP has cards in his game. I like that. Different. I do really, really like that as an optional, again, toolkit. Like, I think that's something that should be optional, not necessary for the mechanic. Stefan asked, what dice would you use? D15, D12? That's a good question. Do we use one dice or multiple? Like, how accessible do we want this to be to the general public? I mean, not that the certain dice isn't accessible, but I mean, like, if I say that you have to have, 6, I don't know, come up with a random fucking dice, D4, 6 D4.
D17.
I hate you.
I'm not being funny, but you did say D15.
Did I? That's his couch said it. Couch said it. God damn it.
So you said, I'm going to see how far I can push this.
Oh my God. No, you don't even understand.
D21.
That goes back to our very first Fabula game. He was telling us what dice to use. I'm like, oh, so all the even numbers. And he just stared at the screen. I'm like, oh no. I would imagine before you come up with which dice to use, you need to figure out how actions are resolved. Fair point. That's a very fair point.
Yeah, I mean, we've got time. That's the thing. We ain't going to do it today. We ain't going to do it next week.
No.
This is going to be
this is what we want. We want people to bring these points up, because as we start talking, people are like, oh, hey, what about this? Like, oh, fuck, yeah, we need to consider that. And yes, abuse the speed reader couch. Thanks.
So, okay, so in terms of running out of battery on the iPad, but in terms of like the sort of steps. So if we go intent first, then vibes, then mechanics, then setting.
There should probably be a sub for. Wait, did you put conflict resolution in there?
That would be part.
I know it's under mechanics, but that needs to come before, I guess, tools of the mechanics.
Yeah. So
the die type you're talking about would heavily involve whether or not you're doing pool or not. Oh yeah, that's another aspect. Pool or not pool.
Yeah. So
when you come up with an Atlas dice, what would an Atlas dice look like? I'm going to get on that.
There's all odd numbers. 1 to 33.
No, it's letters.
And odd numbers.
It's letters. And the vowels are like passing and the consonants are failing. English is hard.
You do realize that there's far more consonants, right?
Yeah, I'm not good with numbers, okay?
So you're not good with English or numbers.
Listen, I'm here for colors and shapes. Okay.
Okay. That's how you're going to communicate from now on.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. I'll do interpretive dance the show. That is actually part of the Atlas giveaway coming up.
It'll be an hour of us playing fucking Pictionary. Let's figure out what the fuck Atlas is trying to say.
Twister and Pictionary.
Hey, that's an OnlyFans.
That is an OnlyFans.
I'm going to draw your picture while doing the inverted bridge.
Except we'll have you do it.
Yeah, I can't draw, though.
You're going to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm shit at drawing.
All right, so we have some notes on where we're going to start. Again, I think that if you join our Traveler's Trial, obviously in our chat, we'd love to hear your input. Thank you, chat. You guys are amazing. No, we're not playing Strip Pictionary.
How?
I'm not even gonna...
How? I'm curious. Stefan, how? Strip
Every time someone guesses the word wrong, you take a piece of clothing off, maybe?
Yes, Stefan is the sort of person who has played Strip Pictionary in his time.
Absolutely.
No fucking way he hasn't.
And let's be honest, Connell was probably playing it with him.
So, Stefan, Strip Pictionary, give us a rundown of the rules. Every time you... He cannot confirm or deny. Confirm it, Stefan.
And Couch is challenging Connell. Oh, God.
To Strip Pictionary.
What did we just start? I'm going to have to log off the Traveler's Chalice for a good solid 5 days after this.
You're kidding? I'm recording the fucker.
Oh, God. Bye!
So, for our $5 and up subscribers...
Yeah, we have aggressive letters in my server, and the Too Legit server will just have a Strip Pictionary.
We'll just have
I will not be in that. I will not be in that. Just letting you guys know.
And you know what we're going to call that particular channel?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Filthy. Dripping. That's going on merch, by the way, just so everyone's aware.
A dripping 20.
Yeah, it's probably going to be on a cup.
Okay, so Couch says no more letter league.
Yeah, no joke. That's how we close out my art streams every single Saturday. We do a game of 3 games of letter league.
It's gonna get fucking hot and spicy next Saturday.
Oh God!
I'll be like,
I'm gonna have Connell run the show. I'll just be like, Connell, you're drawing now.
We'll just be waiting there, kind of going, yeah, I don't give a shit. Like, is it time? It's time for letter league.
Oh yeah. So no, chat, keep talking to us about servers, yeah.
No, keep talking about systems. We want to know what you think. We want to know.
But especially our Traveler's Chalice members. You guys, we'll be working with you pretty much all week about ideas and things and stuff. So yeah.
Not just as a spoiler, because we're not going to kind of reveal anything down the line. Mm-hmm. I've got what I'm quite satisfied with. A mechanic, a dice rolling mechanic, which I don't think has been done before.
Well, we'll see if I absolutely dissect it when you suggest it.
Yeah, we'll get there. We've got plenty of time. We need to figure out the vibe, and we need to start, taking a look at other systems and how they do that and learn from that. And
what we like and what we don't like, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you said, we don't want to copy another system, but if we're going to do this, let's do it.
We can kind of get inspiration.
Bye, Stefan.
Stefan, love you, man. Take care.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Couch has got the disadvantage of being at work, and it's a health and safety nightmare.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can't go stripping with that.
He can.
No.
He just
and also,
rather not to.
Sam's the adult. She would never let that happen. Connell's right. She'd ground everybody.
I don't know. I feel like I'm corrupting Sam.
No.
I feel like there's
any corruption Sam has, she already had. She just had you fooled.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty corrupting.
Oh, Sam! Sorry, she's just showed up in chat. Not to yell at everybody. Hi,
Sam. Yes, I am. Sorry, guys. I'm now deafened. That came through fucking loud.
I warned you I was loud, okay? He's like, you want to co-host with me? I'm like, I'm really loud and I talk fast.
I'm going to need to normalize this when I edit the fucking thing.
Yeah, definitely. Or just mute me. Put Sam in whatever.
Anyway, hey, Sam. Back me up. Have I corrupted you?
No, you have not. She's still working, so if she doesn't answer, that's a default no, you have not.
I think I have. I think just a tiny bit. I think
no.
I think Sam saw the world a tiny.
You've been literally on like what, one stream with her?
I think Sam saw the world a bit more brighter before I came along, and I was like, there's the darkness.
If she has, it's from brain damage from hanging out with you too much.
See, same thing.
Sam says she. Sam. Oh fuck.
Okay, so while Atlas relearns how
recalibrates.
To
speak, oh god, I need to go out and touch grass or something. I couch people so much on those streams. He does. He couch. Yeah. So no, like nobody will be talking. Okay, I don't know if I'm out of the scene yet, but someone will say something and he'll just go about his business. It's fantastic. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But I do believe that's pretty much all we've got time for tonight.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
It is fantastic to be back. It's fantastic to kind of hang out with everybody again.
Yeah.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who joined us in the chat. You know, you keep us company, you keep us on our toes, and you keep us laughing. And we absolutely fucking love you for it. Also, thank you, Atlas, for once again spending some time with me this evening.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people whereabouts they can find you on the webs of Inter?
Yeah, find me on Threads and on Instagram as Atlas Ursa. That's pretty much it. What we've been talking about is my Discord. It is in all my bio profiles. You can hop on. It's open to anybody. It's no hoops you gotta jump through. And then every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I art, usually game related stuff, and we just hang out. It's pretty chill. So yeah,
it's a good time.
Yeah.
If you're able to join, it is a fantastic time. Yeah. Fantastic people to hang out with. As for me, you can find me at Natural Juan at dice.camp on Mastodon, natural.juan on Threads, which is where I'm most active. I'm also behind all of our like social media presences at Too Legit to Crit on Blue Sky, and I feel like I'm forgetting one.
Mastodon.
I already did the Mastodon.
Oh, did you? Oh.
I did. But we're also on YouTube and a Facebook group. So if you want to see more, give us a like, rating, subscribe. Just go tell your friends about us. We live in this community. We want to see it grow. But most importantly of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who's taken time out of their busy day to listen to us to waffle on about tabletop role-playing games. Thank you very much. Good night.